As a teacher, husband, and father, I don't have a ton of money and free time for the games that I want to play, so I have to be a little picky on what I pick up. If you're in a similar boat, here are 10 games that I found a lot of enjoyment in and value in during 2025 that you can pick up on sale now during the Steam Winter Sale. So first, we're going to start with a game that I have played through a lot this year, Hollywood Animal. Here you have the chance to run your own movie studio starting in 1929. You get to create your own scripts, deal with talent, handle problems on set, and outdo the competition. I have sunk, like I said, many hours into this game this year, having already done 2 complete playthroughs on the channel, finding new events and ways to play each time. Whether you want to pay homage to classic films, make as many odd trash movies as you want, run a studio with integrity, or be a seedy studio head manipulating and taking advantage of your talent, the choices are yours, and you can go whatever path you want. Right now, the game is in early access with Act 1 available out of a planned 3 acts, but I tell you, the 20 years of Act 1 gives you plenty of hours to play through, and the developers have been constantly adding with a new Christmas booster pack just being released, and they are adding these elements and working towards Act 2 and just making the game better all the time. It is an excellent addition to your Tycoon library with the potential for even more as Acts 2 and 3 make their way into release. Next is News Tower, which just recently got its full release out of early access. This game lets you build up and run a 1930s newspaper in New York City. Building and organizing the tower really gives me flashbacks to Sim Tower, but in this one, organizing it is very important as all your departments need to be arranged to maximize your paper's functions of telegraphing the news stories to the reporters, and then typesetting and photographing and getting everything ready to then run in the presses. As you publish new editions, you unlock new sections of the city to build your subscriber base, unblock improvements, and get the chance to work for the city's power players. Throw that all in with real historical events to report on, and you have a stellar, fantastic gem here. Now, for a change of pace, check out Herdling. I just recently came across this one, and here you get to shepherd and protect your herd in this unique game as you navigate through what I would say is a beautiful world and build bonds with your herd. It's a beautiful game to escape with, and it's not a very long game with just a few hours of gameplay, but that feels just right in choosing not to let this game just go on and on. It has a story to tell, and it does it well. It's a game that is peaceful and encourages connections with the herd that you're protecting, with a few tense moments along the way. The game is really a lovely journey that involves peace, connection, tension, and emotion all into one just complete package. And I cannot recommend it enough if you want something nice and short to sit down with. Beautifully done. Now, going from that peaceful world to wide open landscapes to the 18th century European battlefields of the 7 Years' War is Master of Command. Here you get to take command of the Austrian, Prussian, French, Russian, or British armies in this grand strategy game that delivers a fresh experience with a unique art style. Moving your army along the campaign map wherever you choose, pick your fights, resupply, and build your army, all in preparation to win the day by defeating the main enemy force in the theater. The battles are going to test your tactical ability as each unit in each army has different strengths and weaknesses. The materials that they have are going to impact things, and the terrain is important as well. It's a unique take on a strategy games in a setting that is really rarely seen, and I've really enjoyed the game so far. Not to mention, it just released a free DLC, which says a lot, I think, about the developers behind the game. Now, as we head back to the Tycoon world with Abbey, this one has recently moved out of early access as well into full release, and it's a game full of, well, let's say flavor. Run your own beer brewing monastery full of monks and nuns in this amusing twist on Tycoon games. You get to buy the ingredients, organize your rooms, buy the upgrades, make the perfect brews. Don't let your employees get a little bit too much of a taste of it, or it might knock them out a little bit. Win some prizes for your brews and expand your reach throughout the land. It's a game with a lot of charm. It's a fun escape in the tycoon world that offers a nice combination of humor, management, and puzzle solving. And I have had a lot of fun with this game this year, and I hope you'll find so as well. Next up is the charming city builder Town to City. Here you get to build your little town into a prosperous city full of individual citizens. Then I would say it includes a lovely visual style. If you're looking for something slower paced without the stress of needing to constantly be reacting to problems, this is a great game to check out. Here the citizens will come asking for things to be taken care of sometimes, but it's not anything too stressful that you need to attend to. It is a game that gives you plenty of freedom and the ability to grow fairly easily without too many headaches. You can arrange your town however you would like. You can upgrade. You can just enjoy your citizens walking around the town. I found it to be a nice escape. I really enjoy the art style of it. It's great to look at, explore the town, see what your citizens are up to, take some moments to relax, and just kind of let time go as you need to unwind at the end of a day. Now, going from that relaxing build-up of Town to City, we go to the hustle and bustle of Puffin Planes. Here you get to build and grow your own airline around the world. I found this game when I was actually looking for games similar to Aerobiz, and it's been a lot of fun that I find myself, when I sit down with it, I end up seeing more time pass than I intended to. Now, you get to start at one of many cities from around the world as a small one or a major one, doesn't matter, but you start as a small airline. You get to buy planes. You have to play the market and the stock market to not just invest in your company, but invest in your competitors to try to take them over as you grow. You get to also invest in the infrastructure at the airports and see your airline empire grow from that small little regional area to around the world. I have found the normal difficulty on this one to be fairly easily, and it is kind of relaxing in that way. It offers a great escape, but at the same time, it has a sandbox mode if you want something different, and it has some more challenging difficulty modes that if you want to push yourself, you're welcome to explore as well. Now on to Of Life and Land. This is the second city builder making the list here, and it requires a bit more management and planning, I would say, when it comes to gathering resources and making sure your settlement can survive changing climates. Again, a different art style here makes the game fun to explore, at least for me, as you try to build a thriving settlement. What makes the game stand out to me, though, from others is the ability to trade and set up other settlements in the world as well. So there is a need then for interaction between those settlements to get resources from one to the other to truly make them thrive. Now, you will find different climates in these settlements. There is different resource ability, and the terrain of each one makes each area unique and offers different challenges that need to be worked around. All in all, fun game if you're looking for something different in the city building genre. Now, from cities, let's go even more closer into the infrastructure to school, and it's Let's School. Now, maybe this one just hits home a little bit being a teacher, but this is a game that I had a lot of fun with. You get to become the headmaster of a school from scratch. I believe it's set kind of in Asia, the feel of it and the way the schools are set up, but it's a lot of fun to explore. You build your school from literally nothing with the help of your lovely assistant. Start with a very small group of students, educate them, provide them opportunities, put the right teachers in the right class, set up the schedules, and see your students excel and grow. Seasons change, challenges arise, but there's so much you can do and create in the game. There's so many fun little things you can add to your school. You can go from having to handle heating and cooling issues to throwing seasonal parties and even extra curriculums that the game is super fun. It is a real treat. You can name your students to get that extra personal connection with them as you see them go to grow on and graduate, achieve their goals, and even some that want to return to become teachers themselves. Just make sure you do a good job of capturing their video games along the way, as you will see them often doing that instead of studying as they should. Now, finally is an oldie but a goodie. for one that I logged a lot of hours in revisiting during 2025, and that is Ultimate General Civil War. Here you get to play as the Union or the Confederacy in the American Civil War in small and large battles alike, on standalone battles or in the campaign, and I tell you, I think this game still holds up as a tactical masterpiece. You get to launch your flanking attacks, experience the panic as charges hit and break your line, and venture through the campaign where sometimes, depending on the battle, your goal just might be to keep your army and officers from being shattered. If you've already had this and you want to freshen it up, you're going to find mods out there that you can provide you with new challenges and let you come back to again and again to enjoy this wonderful game. So thank you for checking out this list. Find something that suits you and have some fun over this holiday season.